लेकिन तुम निकल सकते हो। अगर कोई देश है जहां पे नेवर एवर एवर गिव अप अप्लाइज, इट्स इंडिया। बिकॉज कहीं ना थोड़ा सा एक गैप निकल जाएगा, उस गैप में एक मतलब स्टेडियम पूरा खचाखच है, एक स्टील वायर में एक थोड़ा सा गैप करके किसी ने अपने आप को 10 किलो का बना के gets in, God knows how, half his body is still outside and he's watching the match. It's India. It's mad. It's India. Yeah.
Considering that you were actor and director in the same movie, and I don't know if you've done that before yourself, how hard is it or how easy is it being an actor and a director in a movie that you're so passionate about?
It's really easy. People talk shit. It's easy. Everybody sits and fine, of course. But it's easy. Listen, you're acting and you're playing a character. Then you come out of it and you're the director of the film. You're like, that's shit. Let's do it again. If you don't have this much of honesty or distance, then you shouldn't be in this profession. You can't be anything. Come on, every day we are angry brothers, domineering husbands, meek sons, and failed lovers. Every day, in the same day. So, where's the question of not having distance? You can play different roles every day. That's one. But I will say this. You can be a director and an actor. You can be a producer and an actor. You can be a producer and a director. But never, never, never produce, direct, and act. Just don't do it. Trust me. जान निकल गई। कभी कभार इतना मुझे गुस्सा आता था कि अब मुझे मेकअप डाल के कैमरा के सामने जाना पड़ेगा। Damn it! I just want to make this movie. I was so furious because you get into a different zone. Oh God, then you have to Praveen Kumar, okay, easy, cool, chill, makeup, whatever, you know. It's just, it's not fun. I love the man, I love the role, and I wanted the role to be like water, very easy. But to do that, to produce and direct, it's just unnecessary hell. Also, it's embarrassing. क्या यार, उसे काम नहीं मिल रहा था तो produce direct अपने आप को डाल दिया उसने. It's really embarrassing. So it's not going to happen again.
Sir, I have heard that you have started your career as an advertising executive, and then you have also been creative director. So, did some of these skills you use some of them while marketing this film as an independent thing?
Definitely.
So, which were some of them?
I started writing for Rediffusion in I know you guys would have been born then, most of you, 1989. And I became creative director in 1994. I was 25 years old. I was the second youngest creative director on earth. The youngest was a prodigy in England who was 21 years old. And I was creative director doing strategy, a lot of strategy for the Taj Group, for the entire Tata Group, many brands we handled. And that is where I've come in with this. Like, I look at brands from the point of view, I mean, सबसे effective partnerships वो होते हैं जो believable होते हैं. You know, why is Chocolate Eclairs sponsoring Everest? But why is Mountain Dew sponsoring Everest? I understand. So there should be that genuine, the brand promise and the equity of the brand should be the same as what the film promises. Things like that. I use a lot of that.
One more question.
No? Somebody else has to ask a question, right? This is not a conversation. Ji. Yeah, I heard you say good evening. You know the mic is very interesting. She knows the mic is not working, but she's kept it here. Because human beings live on hope. उम्मीद पे दुनिया कायम है. So we live on hope कि कुछ ना कुछ होगा. Of course, I can talk for half an hour about why Indians blow into mics. I've never understood. You want to test a mic? Why do they blow into a mic? And then after they've blown, it's made that sound, then they do this. So you don't trust your breath. पता नहीं क्या होता है. Yes, please.
Good evening, sir. My question, actually, I'm a BMM student, just 18 years old, so I am not so much into all these things. But the question I want to ask is, what did you see in Aditi Inamdar? To like, how can you make like what made you think that she's perfect for the role of Purna? I mean, she's a school girl from.
I've understood the question very clearly.
Sorry.
So, the real Purna was 13, looking after her bakri in Pakala गांव. 8 महीने बाद 8,550 मीटर पे शिखर से 300 मीटर दूर थक के, हार के नहीं लेकिन थकान जो है वहां पे, योर इमेजिनेशन इज प्लेइंग ट्रिक्स ऑन यू, उस वक्त वो देखती है पहला लाश, शेरपा का लाश है 1969 से, और अगले आधे घंटे के लिए जैसे वो क्लाइंब कर रही है वो 6 लाशें दिखती है. अब ये विजडम, एक ब्रह्मांड आ जाता है आपके अंदर. लाइफ, डेथ, एग्जॉशन, स्लीप. छोड़ो यार, आई जस्ट लाई डाउन फॉर 2 minutes. आई डाई. आई डोंट वांट टू डाई. व्हाट्स माय लाइफ? हु एम आई? So the real Purna has the unconscious wisdom of a 200-year-old. But I didn't want Aditi to have that. I wanted Aditi to have the eyes of a 13-year-old who doesn't even the camera is on. But when the time comes, then she says, "Sir, I will do it." Eyes have to shift. And you have to say, "हाँ." As an audience, मैं बिलीव करता हूं ये कर सकती है, उसमें कुछ है. अगर वो आंख में नहीं मिलेगा, फिनिश्ड. So I needed to have these two qualities in the actress I wanted. We looked at 500 girls. Aditi was the 518th or 19th girl. I'm in your hands, Dipankar, whatever, how much ever time you just...
I would like to ask you a question. Sure. Like, as a platform, like a Mediakonnect, which is so Mediakonnect, as you know, is a global exchange platform where directors, producers, actors, they can look for jobs, they can apply for jobs, and at the same time they can upload jobs. So, how do you think such an online platform in today's time and age can actually help?
Oh, everywhere. It's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win for everybody.
So, hey, hi. I just wanted to add what my vision was when we were doing Media Connector. So, a couple of things. I think when I say global media, so when I said global media exchange platform, look, the intent was to collaborate with the whole world. I think any content in one language is good, and which is good and creditable is the same for any other language really across the globe. I think it has to be adapted to that culture and the sensibilities of that country. And I think not only in India but different places in the world, people don't take that extra effort to go that extra mile, think out of the box, and to see how that content can be monetized in the maximum way and get and you can be as profitable as possible, really. And the other thing is, when I was looking at Media Connect and connecting all the dots together, I think clearly there are a lot of newcomers who want to be a part of the industry, part of the content creation process. The idea was to give them, of course, an opportunity. The other thing is that the business in its by the inherent nature is a project to project business. You know, there are so many people who work in this and say, "Hey, where is my next work coming from? I have these slots," and whether it's an actor, technician, director, whoever, and say during an annual calendar, I have these slots which I am not working. What do I do, and how do I take this forward? So to really help them to seek projects when there is availability of time. And of course, for the more established studios and all the other friends out in the industry, the idea was to be able to collaborate with a Wanda, with the 10 Cents, with guys who are doing content creation, distribution at a different level. So that's really what our objective was with Media Connect, and it still is. And I'm very happy to have you here, Rahul. Thank you for all the support, and I'm so glad we are doing this a few weeks after the release. I think it adds so much meaning to the event, and I'm glad we decided that way. We ourselves had faith in the content, and we said, let's maximize this. Let's do this a few weeks later. So I'm glad it turned out well. Thank you, and I hope you all enjoyed. Rahul was excellent.
Actually, I'll answer your question. I mean, this is what Ranjit has said, which is absolutely the intent. But the truth is that there's nothing that Mediakonnect is doing that is not useful. All of it is useful. Everything Ranjit has said is useful because apart from the gaps in the nature of working stop start, I have met a director who told me I'm only going to work with foreign cinematographers from now on. Whether you agree or disagree, how could she say this? Because today she has the reach. Earlier we didn't even know कि यार वो Czechoslovakian film cinematographer जिसने वो award winning film बनाया था कैसे contact करें हम? Now she has got 20 of them on speed dial, and she said, Rahul, I promise you they are cheaper than anybody I've met in the mainstream space in this country. Amazing. I mean, it's not anti-India, but it's certainly pro making some producer would love that idea. So this thing that it's a global platform for everybody who has a need into a film or a need outside of a film, going outwards, that's why I said it's win-win-win in every single respect. I mean, I'm amazed that nobody else has done something like this at this level in this country because it's a no-brainer.
The amount of people that we have in the industry is unbelievable. It's crazy. So we like to think of ourselves as a hybrid between a LinkedIn, a Facebook, and an IMDb, specifically for our industry. That's the way we look at us, and that's the way we promote.
Yeah.
We are already beginning. So we will launch in the US this month. We have different countries that we are exploring opportunities, and we are actually starting to make projects and create projects ourselves on the platform to promote. We have a few people who are backing us with funds on ideas that make sense and on projects that they seem to be viable. And I think as we move along, we'll get stronger and more reach in the industry, and that's really what the objective is.
I mean, all the best. It's in our interest. I'm looking at Vivek also. It's in our interest that you guys, grow bigger and stronger because it'll just help the industry. So all the best and congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, I just want to before I. Oh, one last question. Okay. No, you have the mic in your hand. Just blow on it, tap it, and
how are
you'll be
you,
fine.
sir? How are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. But did it seem that I was unwell in the last 1.5 hours?
Sorry.
Ji, I'm fine.
I normally call you sir. After I watched Japanese Wife, I started calling you sir. And the great acting and everything. Since you are in direction and everything, you're calling me all this. Do we get the chance to see that kind of movie again? Maybe in Hindi or something?
Like Japanese wife? Please sit. Everything is viable at a price. If Japanese wife is made for 5 rupees, it's viable. If it's made for 50 crores, it's unviable. So the answer is all content will flourish at the correct price. The reason why you don't see certain films flourishing is because the price is wrong. Like the English movie is dead. Correct. But if you make an English film for 5 rupees, it's alive. तो गेम वही है कि औकात क्या है उस क्रिएटिव प्रोडक्ट की और प्राइस क्या है. तो जापानीज वाइफ जैसी फिल्म्स क्या मैं प्रोड्यूस करूंगा आगे, क्या मैं डायरेक्ट करूंगा? डेफिनेटली. बट इट ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट आई कैन मेक इट फॉर एंड विल इट बी वायबल. My next film is very far away from Purna and the Japanese wife. It's set in Bombay and it's about a woman. Fiction. But I already know the viability of the project because the role has got Filmfare Award winner written all over the role. It's just an unbelievable role for a woman. And so now I know who to approach. So I know what price I'll get. Automatically in my producer's brain, I know what's happening. But if I was to do Japanese wife, I would approach it differently. Japanese wife with Irfan, very viable. Japanese wife with me, maybe. That's what I mean.
Japanese wife with you is the best. Nobody can act like you. The character you got in that particular movie.
Look, I agree with you. I think it's my best work in 31 films. Yeah, so I agree.
That's very true.
So I just wanted to say thank you. I think the Japanese have a saying that the greatest respect that you can give somebody is by listening to them. So thank you for giving me that respect. All my way.